Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. We're hanging out. Today's a very special day. You want to know why? Do you want to know why today's a very special day? Because I am 33. I'm 33. How do you do your threes? This is how Germans do their threes, right? Isn't that what it is? My mom's German. I think that they do threes like that. You have that, this, that. Okay. 33. I'm 33 years old today. Big day. Comment down below how old you thought I was, because a lot of people are like, what do you mean you're 33? I thought you were like 28. No, I age well. Okay. 33 years old today. And I posted a video recently, the I'm sorry video. And very quickly, I wanted to just say thank you to all of you guys. A lot of y'all really enjoy these types of videos where you get to hear from someone that you look up to, and someone who's lived probably a little bit more life than you. Some of you guys are older than me, so I can always learn something from you as well. But I kind of wanted to just, first of all, say thank you for all your support. It has been really weird times lately with YouTube and Clash Royale and the coronavirus and just everything going on in the world. So y'all's support is everything to me, man. I've been getting so many messages on Instagram. Michael Holt 87, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram. I was born in 1987. I'm 33 today. Michael Holt 87. I am not the Gaming with Molt Instagram account. That's a fan account. And so yeah, 33 today. So many people have been sending amazing messages lately, and I just want to look you guys in the eyes through this camera and say thank you for all of your support. It's crazy, like, you know, so many people are just like, ignore the trolls and all this kind of stuff, and it's crazy that there are like a lot of trolls. For some reason in this world, negativity outweighs positivity. You guys ever notice that? Like, I can get 100 bomb comments of people just being nice, and then one guy can say something that I already kind of think about myself, and it can throw it all off. It's crazy. Like, it really affects us, the human race. You can say you have as much tough skin as you want to, but there are certain things that people can say in the midst of a lot of positivity that can just derail everything. Like, as I've been struggling with complaining and all that kind of stuff, people who would just like there's a lot of comments that I don't really care about, where they're like, look at this old guy playing a mobile game. Why did you get a real job? It's like, listen, I understand that you're jealous, okay, and you're upset that an old guy is excelling on YouTube and XYZ. Shut up. But the people who have said things, I don't know, just about like me complaining and me being toxic and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, when I was struggling with that, I feel like I've got a good hold on it now. It was hard to see sometimes, because I was like, yeah, that person's right. That person is right. Even though 100 other people are encouraging me, that person's right, and it really bothers me. But I do feel like I've been doing a lot better with my headspace lately, and it's been good. And I'm actually really happy with it, and excited for new games to come out to charge headfirst in them. Because like I told you guys, like, Clash Royale pretty much trained me to look for the bad in games, because it went so long without updates that the only thing that I could point out that was new were just new glitches and errors and bugs and things that needed to be fixed in the game. And so for the last 2 years, I was kind of trained to just point out the bad stuff, and that sucks. I never want to be that person. And it was like a slow fade that happened with the game due to wild lack of progression in it. That was just frustrating for the whole community and for me. And that doesn't mean that the game isn't good, but because of the lack of stuff, it was easy to point out the negative in it. And so during this time of not playing Clash Royale, I'm really trying to focus and work on my headspace of not being nitpicky and looking for those things, because I don't want to ruin a new game that comes out by pointing out the one negative thing in it when there's like 100 positives, you know what I mean? And so I'm really trying to like relieve myself of a lot of the training that Royale has done to be frustrating. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. I wanted to very quickly go over some stuff with YouTube. Check this out. So this is a book that I got in 2016 from YouTube for me hitting 1 million subscribers. So just so that you guys know, I don't know if y'all knew this, I started my channel May 24th, 2013. Okay, so that's over 7 years ago now at this point, right? Isn't that over 7 years ago? Because we're past May in this year. Or is it over? Yeah, over 7 years ago, maybe more. Over 7 years ago, I started my YouTube channel, and I hit 100,000 subscribers. When did I hit 100,000 subscribers? I hit 100,000 subscribers. Why is it not? I swear it showed me. So I hit 100,000 subscribers June 16th, 2017. You guys can see it's like this cool little storybook thing. And then I hit 1 million subscribers on on April 4th, 2016. Okay, so 2014 was when I got my silver play button, and then 2 years later was when I hit 1 million subscribers. And I want to just share a little bit of the process with you guys, to encourage you to pursue your dreams. Okay, because I know that a lot of times people will say stuff like, you're not going to amount to anything. If you've ever heard somebody say that, don't get upset about it. Prove them wrong. Don't mouth back at them. Prove them wrong by your actions and by amounting to something. I was not a smart kid, at least when it came to books and studies. I was a BC student at best. My first year in college, I think I got a 2.3, something like that. Or my first year at the University of South Carolina, I got a 2.3 average, which is terrible, like just not good. And I started working really, really hard to bring that up to like a 3.5 or a 3.7 or something when I graduated. So a B, which that's me, man. And I just want to encourage you guys to, if you have a dream that you want to pursue, you have to do it in a responsible manner, okay? And you have to work hard where you're currently at so that you can work hard where you want to be. Okay, when I first graduated, I went and worked as a graphic designer for a marketing firm, slowly moved my way up to the head of graphic design there / art director type position. I did that for about 3.5 years, and I started posting YouTube about 2 years into that. I started posting on YouTube about 2 years into that. I started really enjoying it, and I was like, hey, maybe this can become something, despite so many people saying, what are you doing? Like, that's not, stop, what are you doing? That's dumb, you're wasting your time. Excuse me. And despite that, I continued working hard at work and posting YouTube videos. So I would work a 50-hour work week and then still post probably 5 videos a week or so on YouTube at the same time of Clash of Clans and stuff like that. And I did that for about 1.5 years. Now, when I started working at that company, I made $27,000 a year, which is not that, that's before taxes, which is not that much money at all. There were times where, and I'm so grateful for that time in my life, because now that I'm more successful on YouTube, I'm grateful that I know how to value money and how to be smart with it and not be stupid just blowing it, because you never know when stuff is going to end. And so you have to be smart with your money, man. You have to be smart with your money. And so because I went through that season of making $27,000 a year and just having so much stuff going on, slowly I got to the point where after 4 years of being there, I was making $40,000 a year. And after about 1.5 to 2 years on YouTube was when I made about $40,000 that year. Again, all that before taxes, and being self-employed, it was a little bit more you'd have to deal with there. And so I quit my job to pursue YouTube, but I did it in a responsible manner to where I matched what I was currently making. So I found the thing that I wanted to do, my entrepreneurial whatever, and I did that at the same time as doing my other job. And because of how hard I continued to work at my other job, I was able to work hard in my new job, now posting a video a day it's the equivalent of a video a day for like over 8 years or something, even though I've only been doing this for 7 years. Like, there are multiple days where I've posted, probably a couple hundred days where I've posted 2 videos a day. And so it reminds me of the story that I actually have tattooed on my arm, the story of Joseph in the Bible, where he was his dad's favorite, and his brothers didn't like that about him. So his brothers threw him into a pit, and then they sold him into slavery. They sold their own blood into slavery. They sold their brother into slavery. And their son, and Joseph, went and he was sold into slavery, and guess what he did? He worked hard while he was a slave. He didn't give up. He was sold into slavery. He was not in a place that he wanted to be in, and he worked hard while he was there. And because of how hard he worked, the general or the commander of the army at that point saw how hard he worked and said, that guy's a hard worker. I want him to come and be my second in command and help me with everything that I'm doing. And so Joseph got pulled out of that position that he did not want to be in. No one would want to be in that position ever. He got pulled out of that position of just being controlled and demeaned and everything, still worked hard, and was pulled up to a position of great power above a lot of other people. And he was there for a while, and like, if I were him in that position, I'd be like, yo, I've made it, man. Like, what? Second in command over this? Like, what are you talking about? This is crazy. And he was there for a couple years until something happened and he got accused of something that he didn't do. And that same commander sent him to prison. And because he was second in command, the other guy had more power. He sent him down to prison. And guess what Joseph did when he was in prison? When he was in a place that he didn't want to be? He worked hard. He worked hard while he was there. He used his gifts while he was there. He got noticed by the guards, and the guards started giving him like some power while he was down in prison because they trusted him and they saw how hard he worked. And after being down there for years, something finally happened because of something he did down in prison, to where the Pharaoh, which is like the king of Egypt, the Pharaoh of Egypt, called him up. And because of the way that he worked and because of his gifts and the way that he used those gifts, everybody has different gifts, y'all. Okay? I'm not smart when it comes to books or reading or any of that kind of stuff, and you might be, and that's a gift, but that's not a gift for me. I have gifts that you don't have, you have gifts that I don't have. And because of the way that he used his gifts and worked hard in a place that he didn't want to be, if you're in a job right now that you don't want to be in, work hard. Because the harder you work there and the harder you apply yourself, when you actually have an opportunity to do something that you love and that you want to do, you're going to know how to work hard. And if you work that hard at something you don't enjoy, imagine how successful you're going to be at something you do enjoy because of the way that you worked in that area. So Joseph got pulled up to the Pharaoh, and the Pharaoh saw how hard he worked. He saw his skills and his abilities, and he said, I need you. You are going to be my second in command of all of Egypt. You know what that means? That means that he was then in charge of the guy who threw him into prison. Isn't that crazy, y'all? It's crazy that he then became in charge of the guy that threw him into prison, all because of how he applied himself. So if anyone ever tells you that you can't do your dreams, that you're going to amount to nothing, all of this kind of stuff, prove them wrong by working hard in a job that you don't want to be in, so that when you do get that job that you do want to be in, you can apply yourself the same, but because you love it, you're actually going to work even harder, and you're going to succeed, and you're going to grow, and you're going to do big, big things. A lot of people told me I could never do YouTube. A lot of people told me that I would never accomplish anything in this. A lot of people told me that I would be messing with fries at McDonald's because I wasn't too smart in school. And if that's what you're doing right now, if you're working at a fast food restaurant or if you're working at a grocery store, I used to work at a grocery store. If you're doing any of that, work hard. Show people your work ethic, okay? I know that it seems like grades might matter and all that kind of stuff, and they do to a certain extent, but your application and your ability to learn and grow and apply yourself is what's going to get you to those places. And even though so many people told me that I could never do YouTube, that I would never amount to anything, guess what I did? I proved them wrong. I proved them wrong. All that to say, guys, I just wanted to share a little bit of a story there. I know it's my birthday and I'm not working today. But yeah, thank you so much for all y'all's support. You guys are amazing. You are special. You are important. No matter what anybody tells you, you are important. You're loved. And you're pretty freaking awesome. Even if you're being mean in the comments. I mean, most of the mean people probably still aren't here. So all you nice guys, what's up? Thank you so much. That's going to be it for today's video, though. I'm going to go hang out with my wife and my son. You guys rock. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.